Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. I am posting a lot of beauty content at the moment because I'm posting every single day up until Christmas, probably up until New Year. So without further ado, let's just get straight into today's video, which is a skincare haul, how I do my skincare and little tips and tricks to help you guys out. My witch's nest is right here. It's so annoying and I'm going to keep hitting the tree. Anyway, let's just start getting into this video because I'm just going to, all these little bits are just going to annoy me. So first, we will start off with the haul from Boots. Now, I recently went into Boots because I had to pick up a few new bits of skincare because a lot of mine actually ran out at the same time. However, a lot of the skincare I had been using was a cheaper version of what I used to use, if that makes sense. So when I really did clear up my skin, it was because I went and I bought a lot of Clinique stuff, which you've seen in a few hauls. And then I started switching out some of my Clinique stuff and my skin just started getting more clogged up and textured, and some blemishes and spots were appearing, so I wasn't that happy. So now I've finally gone into Boots and repurchased all my favourite little bits and spent £100. I know it's a lot of money, but nothing was on offer for the first time ever. So, and usually I had student discount attached to my card, which they've taken off now, which is annoying. So yeah, everything was full price and very, very expensive. So the first thing I have picked up is this Clinique Anti-Blemish Solution. It's a clarifying lotion. It's basically my toner. And it says do not touch because it was on the Clinique counter, but they said because the woman had left, she said just take what you need and pay for it, the actual like scan through. So yeah, this is the first thing I've picked up. So for 200 mils, this is £19, so no wonder it cost me a little bit more than usual, because usually I buy the 100 mils, but I'm glad they have the 200 mils because this actually lasts me between like 3 to 6 months, whereas the 100 mil literally just about gets me to the 3-month mark. So I'm glad I've got the 200 mil bottle. This is so good, and I'll explain my routine once I've shown you all the products that I repurchased. These bad boys are literally amazing. They're the Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads, and then I also have the night ones, which is the extreme ones, whereas this one is just the daily ones. I absolutely love these things. They can be pretty pricey, to be fair. They can come up to about 10-15 quid, so I usually get them on an offer. Actually, there was like £4 off, so they were £12.66 and the day ones were £11.33, so pretty pricey. And stupid me didn't go and check Superdrugs to see if they were cheaper, because sometimes Superdrugs have them on offer. So yeah, but again, everything's pricey, but it is worth it because my skin through summer was amazing. So I feel like winter I need to make sure I stick to my routine, because in winter my skin gets so dehydrated and dry. But these are a must. And you know, the first time I actually heard of these was Hannah from Han Renee. Is it Han Renee? Hannah Renee? I think that's her name. I can link her down below. I'll put a picture up here. She went through a couple of years ago. She had really like bad breakout, and part of the issue was texture, and she used these and she absolutely loved them. So that was one of the reasons why I bought these. The next thing we have is a face wash. So this is the All About Clean Liquid Facial Soap. They've actually changed the packaging of these because they usually have a pump. So what I think it is you maybe put the pump from your old one on this, or I love the pink top though, that is proper me. They usually have a pump, but it's changed, so if anyone knows why it's changed, or maybe, well, it's got one of these, I don't know why it's changed anyway. This was £18, face wash, £18 is, it's a lot of money, I must admit, but I'm telling you, this is all worth it. Then I bought my face cream. Now my face cream, moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, is the best thing in the whole wide world. It is a Clinique ID Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly, and then you put one of these things in it. So they have different colours, and each colour is for a different type of skin. So the blue one is for uneven skin and texture, which is what I've got at the moment. Then you've got the white one, which is uneven skin tone, the orange one, which is the one I have been using, which is for fatigue skin, And honestly, that really does hydrate and brighten your skin up, but I just don't need it. at the moment, and then the purple one is for lines and wrinkles. So you can switch these out, because I've gone from, I don't know what colour I had at the beginning, but then I had an orange one and now I've gone to the blue one. So I have switched the colours out over the year. Just whatever your skin type is, use this. There's part 1 and part 2, and we'll open this together. It actually is the most expensive thing in this haul because it costs £38. The actual cream is £28 and the insert is £10. Please don't come at me. I look after my skin. When I've gone to cheaper things, my skin has hated it. So I've had to use expensive skincare. And do you know what? If you're going to want to invest in your skin, sometimes you're just going to have to put a bit of moolah into it. I'm telling you. Okay, when you open the box, you are greeted with a more, I don't know what you call this, like a see-through moisturizer. Sometimes I switch it out and have the creamier moisturizer, but it doesn't really matter what moisturizer you use. And this is what the blue insert looks like. So you will take that little plasticky thing off, open this, you're going to see me struggle, and just plonk it in like that. And there you go. When you pump it, you get a pump of the blue and you get a pump of the see-through jelly. This stuff is amazing, I'm telling you. Now that I've shown you the products I use, let me just talk about my routine a bit. So day to day, my routine is I will wash with this, then I will use a cotton pad and just get rid of any like additional dirt, because sometimes washing your face, especially that I haven't got one of those thingy things, like Foreo type looking things, I actually have to use, well, I use this anyway, so it gets off a lot of dirt. And living in London causes so much bacteria and pollution on your skin. I'm telling you, wash every day, folks. So yeah, I use this on a little cotton pad and wipe off any extra dirt, and trust me, this works so well. Then during the day, every day, I know you're only meant to use these like 3-4 times a week, but I use them every day. It's one of these, and it doesn't just wipe off any dirt, it kind of puts some more hydration back into your skin. And that's what I love about these, is it doesn't like dehydrate your skin, it moisturizes it. So love this. If it was part of my nighttime routine, I would be using one of these, but these I don't use every night. I use maybe 2 to 3 times a week, how you're meant to use these. And depending if it's night or day, if it's day, I would just then go straight in with 2 pumps of this. I use 2 pumps of everything except the toner that goes straight on a cotton pad. So I use 2 pumps of this, but I usually wait for everything to sink into my skin before I put this on. So maybe brush my teeth and then put my moisturizer on. However, if it's a night and I feel like treating my skin a little bit, I will go in before my moisturizer with this 10% niacinamide Revolution little thing. I'm actually nearly out of this, but I don't use this every night. I barely use this weekly because I've got the glycolic pads, and if you use that too much you can rip layers of the skin off. So I don't use this one that often, but I must admit this is really nice. Just 1 pump of this, 1 little pipette of this all over my skin. As you can see, it is so good. But before that, sorry, if I have done a little facial, I will put this quinoa night pill on if it's going towards the night when I've done my facial. This stuff is so old, it's like 1 or 2 years old, but I want to use it up. Put it on your skin, let it dry, then put this on your skin, let that dry, put your moisturizer on. You're going to wake up with a different base. I'm telling you, you're going to wake up with like a nice cleansed base. It's going to look, the texture's going to go, it's going to be very smooth, your skin's going to look so brightened from all these products. I'm telling you, I can never go down to a simple like cleansing routine. It just doesn't suit my skin. My nose gets so clogged that I have to have all these steps in there. And if anyone has like any tips and tricks, they are hugely welcome. I think another little trick is to have really nice moisturized plumpy feeling lips is to go in with a lip scrub. Now I've tried so many different lip scrubs over the years that I don't even buy them when brands bring them out anymore. Like I have a Barry M one, I've tried another brand, and I don't buy them unless they're Lush. Now this was, I think, from last year Christmas. This is the Galaxy one. I'm nearly out of this. I think I've got 2 of them though, to be fair, but I only have 1 on the go because these do have a sell by date, and once you've had them open for too long you should throw them. And I think the sell by date is, say, maybe 6 months or a year. It says to use by the 4th of the 1st 21, and this is probably going to be finished, so I'd say they've got a year on them. So I listened to the bottom, 4th of the 1st, but if I've bought 2 or 3 of them, once I open it, then I'll give it a year, and then it needs chucking out. And then I'm not done there. I need a lip oil. I need my lips to feel really nice and moisturised, and at the moment the lip oil I've been loving, as you can see is nearly finished, is the I Heart Revolution Tasty Peach Oil in the shade or scent Peachy Keen. This is so good. Like, I use this before every single video just so that my lips are moisturised, ready for whatever application I'm about to apply to them, so this is really good. Okay, now we're on to the last part of this video. So there's like 3 chunks. We've got the haul, we've got my normal day and night routine, and now we've got, I'm sure a lot of you have heard, especially if you're Alex's patrons or Lucy's patrons, I give myself a facial every Sunday. Now, I would love to be able to spend money and go and get a facial myself, and get someone else to do it, but I can't. So every Sunday I try to, if not Monday, give myself a nice facial. And the first thing I do is wash my face, and I wash it with the All About Clean liquid facial soap. Wash my face and then pat it dry. It is important you pat it dry for this next step, because the next step is these blackhead removal tools. Now, they actually get rid of all that white gunk that's in your nose. Now, I repeat, I'm not a facial expert, but I think I saw Amy, I'm not going to say her last name, I'm just going to link her down below, use these in her, she's used these before. Now she's gone on to the one that you just like use a machine and it pumps out all the stuff on your nose. So she used this set of tools when my skin has been very, very like full of gunk in my nose, even like my cheek area on my forehead here. This bigger tool is amazing. You literally push it into your skin and kind of drag gently, and it will build up the disgustingness yellow whitish gunk. And then I have cotton, or not cotton pads, sorry, flannel, and I wipe it clean. And then there's different tools here. You've got this for squeezing, oh, my phone's vibrating. You got this for squeezing spots, but I don't like using this. This is so annoying to squeeze spots. What I do is I'll use one of these ones and push against the spot and drag slowly, as long as the spot is ready to be squeezed. But these are much better than using your dirty fingers. Even if you wash your fingers, there's bacteria under your fingers, in your skin, when you're washing your face and doing this. So I would suggest just using a tool if you want to pop any spots. But I don't do it to pop the spots. Like, sometimes I just do it to unclog what's under that layer of skin. This is my favourite. Then there is a kind of medium sized one. This one's quite good. Doesn't get as much out of your skin as the bigger one does, but I only use the bigger one, say, once a month. This medium one I can use every week and it gets enough out. And then you've got this tiny one, and this one I like to use for them tiny little spots that you get, like the texture. I only use it on like my chin area mainly. This one I don't like as much, but it is tiny, it is cute. It's got actually like another size on the other end, a little bit bigger, so I use that. But each week I will only use one tool, I won't do any more. And then I have little alcohol wipes to really sanitize it, so every time I'm using it, it is very clean. And that is why you need a dry face, because if you don't have a dry face, these tools will just slip and slide all over your face. Then once I have done that, I will use one of my trusty Primark deep cleansing pore strips. Now I have 2. I have the charcoal and the aloe vera. You've probably heard me say this a million times, so I'm not going to say it any more than I have to. Aloe vera ones are the best. They get a lot of gunk out, and I just use these to make sure that all the rest of the gunk is out of my face. And I put one here, here and here. Do not leave these 2 on for as long as your nose, because it will rip your skin, and really gently remove them. But yeah, my faves. And then once I've done a pore strip, we've got something else. The next thing is Indian clay powder. So this is called Multani Mitti powder. I get it off of Amazon. I can link it down below. I'll link all these products down below unless they're from Primark. I make a little paste, so you just put a little bit of water. I mix it in with my brush that I put on my face mask with, and this is an old Lush face mask box, and I'll mix it in there, put it on my face and leave it for a good 40 minutes. Then wipe it off with warm water on a flannel. Now you're gonna get red. It doesn't mean that you've reacted unless it's burning. It's just going to be red because the clay really sticks to your skin. So please use nice warm, lukewarm water. Sometimes I use hot water to really like wash off the face mask. But that face mask is so good. Then once I've done that, I will go in. Usually I do it at night, so I'll go in with this toner and I'll go in with the night pad. And that also removes excess clay mask because sometimes there's bits on your face that you don't notice, and that will get rid of it. We're nearly at my last step. I will then go in with a sheet mask. Now I buy the cheapest sheet mask ever because all I need is that serum on my skin. The cheapest sheet masks are these ATP ones from Primark. They are amazing. I have the tea tree and I have the avocado ones. I don't usually get anything else. I love the Garnier charcoal one, but that is a treat. Otherwise I will buy from TK Maxx, you know, like their sets of 6 or 5 for £3-4. They're amazing. So I've got a few of them here. I've got these. I actually, today, funny story, and Alex's patrons will know this, I thought I had a watermelon mask, took it out of the packet because I done my facials just before this video, and it was little watermelons all around my skin. I will pop a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's just not get into it. Obviously it would be me to think that it was sheet mask, not read it, and it's just little watermelons all around my face. It was cute and it did work. My skin feels really nice. But yeah, it wasn't a sheet mask. And there was me thinking, yeah, I'm gonna open it, and once you've opened it, it's like, I'm just one of those people, why am I gonna pull it away, it will dry out. Just used it and it really worked, and I don't know where it's from. If I do, I'll link it down below. It was such a nice mask. I will leave one of these on for about 20 minutes, take it off, rub all the serum into my skin, leave it to dry. If it's nighttime, I will put a little bit of the quinoa peel on, let that dry, and then officially I will be finished when I have put my moisturizer on, and I'll be looking like this. Now here are some cons of me switching out my skincare routine. I stopped using these as often. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Well, I shouldn't do that because my skin really built up a lot of gunk on my nose area. Then I switched out because I didn't want to be spending money on them Clinique toners. I bought this Garnier Organic, it's Pure Time Perfecting Toner. It's got salicylic acid in it. I don't think salicylic acid reacts well to my skin. I have actually bought the salicylic acid ones of these Nip and Fab wipes, pads, and they don't sit well on my skin. And I think this is why this isn't working well for me. So yeah, it is nice. It does get all the dirt and gunk off the top layer of your skin, but it doesn't go into your pores like the Clinique one does. So this was a little con for me. I'm gonna keep it there for times where I run out of that toner and I just can't bother to buy a new one. But when I'm using this, the gunk that comes out of my face when I use those blackhead tools is so much worse than when I'm using my Clinique stuff. So I'm being a bougie bitch, and I'm just not going to be using Garnier anymore. I will stick to Clinique. Another little trick, if you've got dry to oily skin, combination skin, use these balm to oil cleansers to take off your makeup, because I get really dry lids. This stops me from getting dry lids. This is amazing. This is from Primark and it's £3. I have 4 backups in my bathroom, and when I run out of this, it's literally just a balm. Like, it's going to be hard to see. When you put your finger on it, it melts. And if I run out of these, I use coconut oil and wipe my makeup off my skin. Use a bit of micellar water to just make sure that all my makeup is off. Then I start my night routine or my day routine, depending on what part of the day it is. And yeah, that is a nice little neat trick to use. Use this, wipe it off with a hot flannel, and then the micellar water, and get rid of any excess. Then wash your face and do your normal routine. Another thing, I never ever use wipes on my skin, on my face. Never, because whenever I've taken my makeup off with these and woken up the next day, I've got pimples galore. Never use these for my skin. What I use these for is to wipe off swatches in videos, or to clean something, not like sterilize clean, but like to clean some dust off or something. Never ever use wipes on your face. I'm telling you, if you're someone like me whose skin gets clogged up so easily and end up with texture, don't use these. I promise you, you'll see huge difference if you are using these. Guys, that is the end of this skincare haul, my routine, tips and tricks, what not to do for my skin. Now my skin, like I keep saying, is like dry to combination oily. Like it's so many different types. I get dryness like on my nose, but then I get oily in like the rest of my T-zone, so it is a mixture. But this skincare routine helps my makeup last all day, I'm telling you. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please smash a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, I cannot talk, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.
Merry Christmas!